Hello, everyone, and welcome to Beyond the 90. I'm Neil, as per usual, and we've just finished playing, and we've lost 2-1, as you can see below, to Everton. I'm not going to lie, the first half was kind of terrible. I felt that, well, we weren't too bad at times, but I was ready to give up at half time, to be honest. Wasn't very good, and yeah, 2-0 down after 15 minutes. I could see where this is going. Luckily, we didn't get any more, but I think Everton played their game fantastic. Just hats off to them. I wouldn't say they deserve to win in terms of the chances created, but once they got to 2-0, they settled in, enjoyed their time, and I don't know. It's a disappointing game, but at the same time, I think it was good for us that we had an opportunity to play with a freedom, play with an aggression. I think Chilwell looked good. I think Brendan Rodgers made the right substitution at half time, bringing in Iheanacho and bringing in Maddison as well. Them two look really, really good and really, really hungry, which is exactly what we wanted. So one of the issues that I have overall with this is the fact that we kept getting into the box and whipping the balls in. But the thing is, we only had Vardy to really aim at. Dennis Pratt wasn't that far forward. Harvey Barnes wasn't really in a good position where he took on a player and went back. I don't know. Maybe this is because I'm quite disappointed with the performance in the first half, but second half we really turned it on. So Anthony just commented, why does it take 2 goals down for them to look interested? Yeah, I agree. It was just so annoying at the time to really, they couldn't seem to push on to the next level. And that was, for me, super, super disappointing. But at least we got a goal down and we looked like we were going to be in the game. But Ancelotti played a brilliant game. Stuck 3 midfielders on when Richarlison got injured, then stuck 3 central defenders on, and they eased out the game. So I think it was straightforward. Maybe this is partly due to the amount of, how do I say this? I think this is due to the fact that we've not had too many Premier League games, and maybe from here we can take this on to the next level. So as it currently stands, just as of recording, West Ham are yet to just about to kick off. So I don't know how much we're hoping for a 2-0 a win for West Ham, but I'm not holding my hopes on it. So by the time this goes out, potentially we could have lost that position in third place, which is disappointing, but we'll have to push on since then. As just putting again, 33 crosses and 2 successful, which is pretty crap, to be honest. I think this one the difference that Rodgers addressed by bringing in Nacho and Maddison. They were playing a lot more centrally, a lot more through the middle. I think we actually could have drew that game on performance and the fact that there was a lot to do. But overall, I'm happier than I am now than I was against the Chelsea game, than I was against the Brighton game. Maybe this was what we needed to bring us out of our skin. And again, Kelechi has to start for Palace. Agree. We didn't get a ball up to Vardy enough, but he worked his socks off. He really did. I think the issue sometimes that Nacho has is that when he starts games, he's not as lethal as he has been off the bench. Now, I didn't expect him to make Rodgers to make a substitution at 45 minutes. I actually wrote down as well that. So I'm really glad he made made the. I understand why I said Jamie Carragher later on, but playing Nacho through the middle was fantastic. I actually thought Chilwell had a really good game. At times, he was just crossing boxes. It was bombing forward and really actually implementing himself. Gianpiero says we need Ben Rama and David Neres. I'm not sure who David Neres is, but Ben Rama in this game would have been fantastic. He was the player that we kind of needed. At times they were throwing everything at it, which I can kind of appreciate, where they were sticking in boxes, sticking in balls that would fly into the side, but then it was just too attack heavy. Yuri Tillemans finally got taken off. I can't believe that Dennis Pratt got dragged at halftime. I thought that was super, super annoying. But yeah, back to your point, Ben Rama, 100%. It's something that we've talked about on the podcast before and on this channel before, that we really like to see Ben Rama in. Whether he'd come would be another message, depending if Brentford get that top spot. Jamie Carragher actually said, which I was going to come on to, which I mentioned a bit earlier, was Jamie Carragher said it's one of the best games he's watched since the kickoff, which I thought was a good compliment towards us. I think it's not the best at times that we have. How do I say this? That we've just been so flat that we needed somebody to come in and shake it up, and Rodgers did. After that water break when we were 2-0 down, he kind of had a go at the players, and then again at half-time when he made those subs, and he was not happy. So I'm glad he's got that about him, because I've not seen too much of that so far. But in a game like this is where we really needed it. So again, I just come back to Ant's point where he says 33 crosses, 2 successful. We've not got anybody up there that's really going to make the crosses there. Vardy's trying, but behind Vardy, there's nobody. So Albrighton, as good as he is, and he was trying to whip balls in, my God, he tries. But at the same time, I'm not sure what his plan was. It's only worked for a couple of times, I remember, crossing into Vardy, but that's against lots of lower league oppositions. As soon as, I think Michael Keane, he got man of the match on Sky, which I kind of agree with. He was fantastic in that match. If we was going to give a man of the match to us, I'd say either Maddison or Iheanacho. They didn't know much about the goal and stuff, but we will have to see. Hans put in a comment, did Chilwell play the ball forward once? I think he did. He didn't do it successfully, but at least he was taking players on, and he was a lot more adventurous going forward. And that's kind of what we want to see from him, because he is a good player if he can get in the right position. At times, it was really good to see James Maddison take on a few players and go past them, but Chilwell, do you know what? I genuinely think that's the best game we've seen Chilwell since the lockdown, since the Premier League started, after Premier League has resumed, I should say, after Project Restart. Yep, and just to come back to a couple of points I made earlier, second half we're more intense, which is good, which I'm really hoping that in the future that we really kick on from this and we take this spirit that we're currently at and we go forward with it. Because bearing in mind, we've got Tottenham, we've got Man United, we've got our fixture list is not looking pretty. So let's say that. But I'm really hoping we can take this intensity that we've currently got and move forward and go on to that next level. Kick up the arse. And then, what does it take for Tielemans to be dropped? Because he didn't look great first half. Pratt looked okay, but every time Pratt is dragged and Maddison comes on, I would like to see, for once, Pratt being one side and Maddison being the other. I think that would work really, really well. Ants put in, what do we think we need for Palace? Just as you've mentioned, I think we need to bring on Maddison. We need to bring on Iheanacho. Barnes has looked flat, like really, really flat since the lockdown, which is not good. So I think he might be benched. Perez looked okay. Gray made one decent run, so I can't really comment too much on that. But part of that wasn't because we were playing badly, because do you know what? At least we're trying now. Before, it just looked like we didn't have a plan of action. And I think it's taken this time for Brendan to really kick on and dig his feet into it. But for that, I would potentially swap out one of Soyuncu and I'd swap out Soyuncu and bring in Bennett or something like that to really secure that position. Crystal Palace are on a good form, but I'm pretty sure we'll get to that in a later video as well. But I've ran more to get the doorbell than Tielemans did this game. He didn't look good, did he? And I just don't understand why he was dragged. If we're going to carry on like this, Pratt, he must not be a happy man. But I just don't see the reason why we keep playing him again and again and again. And it's annoying. But for me, there is positive take from the game. Ben Chilwell being one of them, Iheanacho being another, Maddison being the third. Justin looked okay. I think that Schmeichel didn't actually have that much to do, to be honest. I think Johnny Evans looks okay. Vardy didn't get to the ball. That's something that we really could actually improve on as well. I think Ant said he's not fit. I think we're seeing Tielemans. He might be. He might not be. But he's just not looking as straight. If you compare this to last season and how well we had it, I think he actually did he's a completely different player. But I don't know how Rodgers can get the best out of him. That's the issue. But overall, 2-1 defeat. I'm not happy with it. Thank you, and Gian, for your comments. I've got anything else to talk about? Just from now on, since Maddison's back, he was the difference in this game. Him and Nacho. So Nacho playing the number 8-ish role worked really well. I was scared the fact that we had only one winger in all Brighton, so there wasn't really that much cover. But they managed to figure that one out. But so on and so forth, I think. We'll move on from this. We're going to hope that Chelsea will lose. I don't think this will date very well, to be honest, but we'll have to see. But anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments below about the score, about the game, about what you think going forward. Do you think we'll drop out the top 4? Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye.